The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That's fielded in the end zone.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Gone! All right, here we go. Blue landing!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the two defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Detroit!
Here's Matt. Oh, he's got some brief. And right away, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Watch tight end.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right.
Now, let's go. Now, look at over.
They'll set up to throw. Quick hit here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Double tight.
Now, let's go.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Watch it now,
They'll
Barney,
get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That one goes for 24 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Two times.
We got 4.
Set.
We got 4.
Detroit.
He's crashing. He's checking
Now
crash.
flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Double tight.
Now let's go.
Everyone's got
Green
4.
39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 99 Philly. Here we go. Here we go. Green.
Now a carry from Mack.
Kill.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Spencer. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but
Let's go.
I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Double tight.
Come on, let's go.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
They'll look to throw here. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taking it about the 16. Able to slither by. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Hurry up, here we go.
Well, a design run for their wideout. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here we go now. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Howard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week. to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Leopard! Here we go!
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Now back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Watch it now. All right, here
And
we
they're
go.
going to go soft on the corners. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its fourth.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Detroit!
87
Over!
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. O.J. Howard with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at its 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that.
Tighten up.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go!
He'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now running right through it. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Completes it to the rookie from North Carolina, Ryan Switzer. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back to throw now on first down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Watch 41. Watch 41.
Now let's go. Boo, 90. Boo, 90.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Set. Green, 39.
Green. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Left side here, caught by Clay. He's got it up to the 15. Showed off some fancy footwork there on the play. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Let's go. Flex down. Flex right.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it.
Flex
Instead,
round.
didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. O.J. Howard with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Bills on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. It's caught. Jones. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Two times. Here we go.
They'll give this time to the tailback. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oh, yeah! Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's
Here
right.
we go. Grand 38.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Blake Bell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. Oh, what a move. This time a spin. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
4 down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
52.
Detroit. Detroit. Hot.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Buffalo after this. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game. And
All right,
they
here we go.
reacted poorly on that one.
3-19. Black 99 Philly, here we go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Now let's go. Over.
They'll look to throw.
Slam.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And
No,
he'll get it down to
check.
the 47 here.
Patriot.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd
All right,
and 8.
now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Hot.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Man left.
Here we go now. 3, Leopard.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Ohio. Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Give him 2 yards on that play. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
He runs.
Ohio. Flex round. Let's go.
Hey.
What? 9.
Check 24.
Ohio.
Back to throw here. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. its kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Double tight, double tight. You got 3 down.
Let's go!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
The Bills on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
4 down, 4
Come
down.
on, let's
Check.
go!
4 down,
Grand
4 down.
38!
He'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen. They got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go. What? 90. Ohio.
And now they'll run it here off tackle. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down.
Hey, 4 down.
Let's go. What? 90. What?
57.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
3 down. 3 down.
The Bills on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw.
4 down.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the Bills getting set to go.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Tight end right.
Come on, let's
4
go.
down. 4 down.
They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chambers. Dashing through the snow. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 80 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they try the right side here. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2.
2 times. 2 times.
Let's go.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone.
Now,
You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Green 39.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the
Here we
ground.
go. Green 39.
Now Mack. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Over! Here we go now.
And first down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll run with Mack. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And come away with nothing, that's difficult for them to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Ohio!
They'll look to throw here. This complete to the tight end Clay. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Come on, let's go! Let's go! Ohio! Flex round!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that that they got 3 points out of.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go. Watch him now, Barney. Hot.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
All right, here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Patriot, here we go now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
All right, here we go. Watch him now, Barney.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go.
Hey.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Motion.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Come on, let's go. Red 38.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So that one will be accepted. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Watch tight.
Let's run, Ohio. Here we go. Red 38.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Now, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
2nd down now after the incompletion.
Ohio. Come on, let's go.
He'll look to throw.
Check 26.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Flex round! Flex round! Hot, yo! Red 38!
Coming, double
Red 38! Ohio!
Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Chambers. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground right around the 26. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Red 38!
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game.
Here we go!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he rifles one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go! What? None!
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free. Because if he had caught that, pass the sticks, first down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
3 down. 3 down.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance.
4 down. 4 down. Check. 4 down. 4 down.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Set! Blue, landing! Watching that, Barney!
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Looking to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're
Watch it! Over!
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Check, Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here we go now.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Right on the left. Move.
Over. Here we go. Detroit.
Kill.
Gun.
Watch out.
Hot.
Come on, baby. Get on your feet.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Shift together here from the D-line.
Watch tight end.
Let's run. Ohio. Come on, let's get it.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Ohio.
Now the Bills will hustle to the line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last for a long time, no doubt.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. They go play action here on first down. Steps away. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Spencer. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Let's go. Grand 38.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Ohio.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Over. Here we go now. Green 39.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Lucky 56. Gun. No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Legg79's Philly, here we go.
Check 6 guys.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll look to throw.
Under 10.
And he's going to go down again. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for Dallas, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it just keeps getting worse as they're going to fall to 1-14. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin.